Alright guys, we got 3.6 today, multiplying matrices. Okay, remember if I get going too fast for you, just go ahead and hit pause so you can copy down whatever you want to get copied down here. The notes part of it up here is nice to have. It can help, but going through the examples and being ready and focused and tuned in here for these examples is going to be the most beneficial. Okay, so here we go. The dimensions of a matrix are given as the number of rows by the number of columns. Remember, rows go side to side, columns go up and down. So this matrix would be a 2 by 3 because there's 2 rows and 3 columns. To multiply the matrices, the columns of the first matrix must be equal to the rows of the second matrix. Okay, so if I had a 2 by 3 matrix, I would need to have a 3 by something. The middle numbers there need to match in order to multiply it. Okay, yesterday's assignment we did adding and subtracting. They had to be the exact same dimensions to add and subtract. That does not work for us today with multiplication. If I had to do a 2 by 3 times a 2 by 3, the number of columns in this first one doesn't match the rows in the second one. Okay, I wouldn't be able to multiply that together. Okay, so back to this first one here, the 2 by 3 times the 3 by 2. The middle numbers match, and then the outside numbers tell you what the dimensions of your answer matrix will be. So if I multiplied a 2 by 3 by a 3 by 2, I would expect to get a 2 by 2 answer matrix. Okay, so all that is fine and dandy, but we need to know how to do it. Okay, so let's take a look at some examples. Alright, so I've tried to slow this down as best I can. If I get going too fast for you, you remember to hit pause. Okay, so here we have a 2 by 2 and another 2 by 2. Okay, the middle numbers match, tells me I can multiply them. The outside numbers tell me what to expect for my answer. I should expect another 2 by 2. So I went in and filled in answer blanks there, made some blanks. Okay, so rows times column. So how do I know what goes in each of these spots? Well, to get the top left answer, I multiply the top row by the left column. Top left answer, top row, left column, top and left. Okay, so you multiply the first number in the row times the first number in the column. 1 times 3 is 3. Then I do the second number in the row times the second number in the column. 2 times -1 is -2. I add those two together and put that answer in the top left spot because I multiplied the top row in the left column. Okay, not too bad. Top right. I multiply the top row by the right column. First number in the top row times the first number in the right column. 1 times 4 is 4. Then I do the second number in the row and the second number in the column. 2 times 2 is 4. If I add those together, 4 plus 4 is 8, and that's what I put in the top right spot. Okay, so I filled in the top. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to use the bottom row. To get the bottom left, I use the bottom row with the left column. So bottom row is going to be 2 and 1. The left column is 3 and -1. So first one times the first one. 2 times 3 is 6. Second times the second. 1 times -1 is -1. So I have 6 plus a -1 for 5. 5 goes in the bottom left spot because I multiplied the bottom row times the left column. Okay, our last one, we have the bottom row times the right column. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. And 8 plus 2 equals 10. 10 goes in the bottom right spot. Okay, if you need to rewind that or pause and listen to that again to digest it, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, here's a problem. Go ahead and hit pause while you work that out, and unpause when you're ready. Alright, there's your answer. Okay, we would have 3 times 2 is 6. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. 6 and negative 5 is 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. 15 and negative 1 is 14. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. 4 and negative 10 is negative 6. 2 times 5 is 10. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. 10 and negative 2 is 8. Let's take a look at something that's not square. Something that's not going to be a 2 by 2 or a 3 by 3. Okay. This is 2 rows by 3 columns, 2 by 3. This is 3 rows by 2 columns, 3 by 2. Notice the middle numbers match, so I can multiply it. The outside numbers, 2 and 2, tell me what my answer should look like, a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so remember, we go row times column. First one times first one, 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. So that was 1 plus 6 plus 15. So 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 15 is 22. Okay, now top row, right column. First one in the row times the first one in the column. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 6 is 18. So 2 plus 8 is 10, plus 18 makes it 28. Bottom row, first column. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6, and 1 times 5 is 5. 3 plus 6 was 9, plus 5 more. This would be 14 in the bottom left. Bottom right, bottom row, right column. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. Plus 6 more makes this one 20. Okay, one more good one here.